शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नम ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So welcome to the Sri Namastaka of Srila Rupa Goswami. Now Namastaka, as the name suggests, it is Sri Namastaka. Please remember that. It is 8 verses composed by Srila Rupa Goswami glorifying the holy name. Nama Ashtaka. So it becomes Namashtaka. Now, I would like to hear from the audience one by one. I will unmute you. I would like to know with what purpose you joined this course and what you're expecting from this course. 2 things. With what purpose you joined this course and what are you expecting from this course? Because we are holding the Sri Namashtaka with a very clear purpose and what we can expect also. So whether, the audience and the speakers uh, moods match, let us see that. So let us hear now. I'll one by one unmute and try to hear. Divya Chaudhary is first here. So Divya Chaudhary, uh, what is your purpose for joining this course and what do you expect?
Prabhuji, I want to know more about the holy name and to get more ruchi in the holy names. I am not so serious till now, so I want to get little more serious with the holy name. That's all.
Yes. You want to know more about the glories of the holy name and become more serious about chanting the holy name. Excellent. Yes, Chakra Rama Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, everybody.
Yes.
Main reason is to find joy in chanting and getting once we get joy, then we'll do it seriously. We'll do it with love. We won't take it as a monotonous. Then that's all.
Yes, to come out of the monotonous, way of chanting and develop
Chanting.
deep love for chanting. Yes,
Yes.
excellent. Durga Prasad Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam to you and all here.
can you speak a little loudly, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam to you and all here.
Yeah.
My intention of attending this course is to properly understand the Yuga Dharma. So Srila Prabhupada stresses that chanting the holy names of the Lord is the Yuga Dharma.
Yes.
So I just want to understand it in a better way.
Okay. And what do you expect from this course?
I expect that I understand this Yuga Dharma properly and follow it for my own upliftment.
Yes, excellent, excellent. Okay, Pavana Bala Govind Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu. It's very nice to see you back. And Dandavat Pranam to all the assembled devotees. My thing is that though I've been chanting for a time now, still there is a chant, there is a iota of complacency is there that when chanting, it's not serious and all that. So I wanted to uh, become more serious and constantly focus on the holy name. So I expect from this course that it gives me that impetus, that extra string, so that I can connect myself with the Lord when I'm chanting the holy name of the Lord.
Okay, excellent, excellent, good. You have come with a very, very specific purpose. I'm very happy to hear that. Okay. Pavan Bala Govind Prabhuji. Radha Jeevan Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji,
Can you speak a little loudly, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, hearing?
Yes, yes, yes.
Prabhu. I wanted to know the glories of more glories of the holy name and to improve my qualities of chanting, Prabhu. That's what.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
So know the glories, that is the purpose, and then so that I can improve my chanting. Excellent. Reena Mataji. Are you there, Reena Mataji? I've unmuted you. No, okay. Avartan Hari Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat
Yes.
Pranam.
Can you speak a little
And
loudly,
all-
please?
Yes. And to all devotees, actually my, how to say, intention is to take association to improve my understanding about the holy name and mainly, become inspired to chant more, how to say, more clear or more pure, but without mercy and without association, it's very difficult, how to say, to understand and do it, how to say, consciously. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes. Shishi Gupta Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji and all the connected devotees. I like chanting. I have some ruchi in chanting, but not what I should be having. So that is what I expect from this course, that to develop more ruchi and to be closer to the Lord.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Kam Sundar Prabhuji. You have to unmute yourself. You have to unmute yourself.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Dandavat pranam to all lotus feet of Vaishnav.
No,
And
you'll have to speak a
actually,
little loudly and
this
clearly. We are
course,
not able to hear you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu,
Yes. Yes, yes. Now,
Dandavat pranam. Yes, Dandavat pranam Prabhuji to all Vaishnav lotus feet. Actually, Sri Namastakam of Srila Rup Goswami Prabhupada. I want to join this course for more associate with Vaishnav and to understand the more qualities of uh, God and to be more attachment with Harinam
okay.
Sankirtan revolution.
Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. Swati Kulkarni.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam. Please accept my
Yes.
humble obeisances. I want to know more about the glories of holy name so that I can chant the holy name and follow one of the important instructions of Srila Prabhupada, that is to chant holy name and to do Sankirtan. Also, I want to improve my chanting so that I can develop the mood, the right mood for chanting, and I can get the mercy of Shri Guru Gauranga and Krishna, Radha Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, yes. Excellent. Vinita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam. Dandvat Pranam to all the connected devotees. All glories to Shri
Your audio is not clear.
Prabhuji, this course, first and first.
You have to unmute yourself and maybe increase the volume.
Am I audible?
Oh, there is some problem, I guess. Okay, you can type the message. There's one more devotee here. The name is not being displayed, but it is one. We are taking you to the last, but we would like to know your name. Can you unmute yourself? Who is this? We would like to know. Can you unmute yourself and answer us what is the purpose of joining this and what do you expect from this course? By the way, who is this? First, we would like to know. Who is this? Oh, no response. Have you registered for this course? Also, we would like to know. No response. Okay, let us see. Okay. Yes. Okay, Reena Mataji can speak now. Okay. Yes, Reena Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Actually, about glory, holy name, I want to listen everything and do my chanting attentively and and get mercy of Sri Guru and Gauranga. That's my thanks.
Yeah. So I am also doing this course with all of you because when I first read the commentary on 7.5.23, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Prabhupada mentions that to become free from Namaprad, we have to continuously chant the holy name. And because we have committed offenses to the holy name, we have to offer prayers to the holy name. And Prabhupada quotes one of the prayers from Sri Namastaka. So there are two remedies to come out of Namaprada. One is to try to continuously chant the holy name more purely. Secondly, to glorify Nam Prabhu. How merciful is Nam Prabhu? So by understanding Sri Namashtaka, our aim is to become free from Namaprad chanting and try to chant the name purely. So that is what we are, expecting from this course. So let us now begin with our Namashtaka. So in this Sri Namashtaka, the next two classes, seeing the insights of Srila Prabhupada on Namashtaka. What all Srila Prabhupada has spoken about Namashtaka. And we will go into the actual verses. Rupa Goswami composed these verses of Namashtaka, 8 verses. There is an explanation of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and he has written the Namashtaka bhajans also. And then there is the commentary of Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan. The Baldev Vidyabhushan commentary is the main commentary which we will be studying. And then further explanation of Bhaktivinoda Thakur is a very simple explanation to further the verse itself in the form of a bhajan he sings. So it is like a Namashtaka Bhashya, explanation of the Namashtaka verse in detail. So something like that it is. So that is of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And we will sing these bhajans also. We'll not sing the bhajans, we'll just go through line by line these bhajans. So 2 more devotees have joined. So we will ask them also. Yes, Priya Mataji, what is your purpose in joining this course and what do you expect from this course?
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes. Please
Yes,
speak.
yes. Yeah. I was interested in getting the blessings and mercy of the Vaishnavas and Lord Shri Krishna so that I can just move at least one step ahead in chanting the pure holy name of the Lord, which I'm not even aware of. So that is
That's the purpose. Okay. Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Ravikant Prabhu also is here. Ravikant Prabhuji, what is the purpose for joining the course and what do you expect from this course?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Oh, this is you, huh? I think that one you have entered through 2 mediums, I think.
No problem.
Now you can mute yourself.
Yeah, I unmuted.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, so my purpose of this, for this course is to enhance my chanting and understand the, deep dive in the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra and what is the opinion on other Mahatmas and Guru Parampara system, how it is established, this chanting. And that's all, Prabhu.
Okay. Yeah, no none of the from the acharyas. Okay, so we'll be studying now the first part, Srila Prabhupada on Namashtaka. So we dedicate this seminar to our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who spread the holy name in the entire globe. So Srila Prabhupada on Namashtaka. So this is from the 7th canto, Prahlad Maharaj prayers, the saintly son of Hiranyakashipu, this chapter, 7th canto, 5th chapter, verses 20 to 25. These 2 verses, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. We are directly seeing these 2 verses and we will be only seeing the purport for Kirtanam. But let us recite this. Shri Prahlad Vacha, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Samaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam, Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu, Bhaktischannavalakshana, Kriyate Bhagavatadhya, Tanmaneditam Uttamam. So let's now see only the commentary of Prabhupada. This is one of the longest commentaries Prabhupada has written in his Bhagavatam. If you go through the commentary, it is few pages. So we are now going to see Kirtanam, Shravanam Kirtanam. The hearing of the holy name has been described above. Now let us try to understand the chanting of the holy name, because to chant means to hear, which is the second item in the consecutive order. It is recommended that such chanting be performed very loudly. So initially, as we begin our chanting of the japa of the Hare Krishna mantra, we should chant loudly so that our mind attention goes to hear the holy name. Otherwise, the mind consciousness is filled with unlimited sounds of unlimited sense impressions from millions of lives. So draw that attention of the mind to hear the Naam, we should chant loudly. But actual chanting in the very advanced stages is very soft. And that's what Rup Goswami also defines as japa in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Japa means soft chanting. But initially, it is recommended that we chant loudly. And yes, if you are in the devotee circle, if you are in the temple, if you chant loudly, then others are going to hear your chanting. So you should chant in such a place that you will not disturb others. That is also to be taken care. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Narad Muni says that without shame, he began traveling all over the world, chanting the holy name of the Lord. So this is there in the first canto, fifth or sixth chapter, Namani Anantasya. After he was instructed by the Bhakti Vedantas, he traveled and then he had the darshan of the Lord. After having the darshan, then he just wandered chanting the holy name of the Lord's without any, uh, without giving anything to what is happening external. Similarly, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised, Nadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnam Amanina Manadena Kirtanya Sadaharihi. So Prabhupada is connecting these two, that one who is humble only, he proclaims his love for the Lord and care for the people. And that is a sign of humility. That is a sign of humility. So that's why Prabhupada is quoting this throughout each verse. The devotee can very peacefully chant the holy names of the Lord more humbly than the grass, being tolerant like a tree and offering respects to everyone without expecting from anyone else. Such qualifications make it easier to chant the holy name of the Lord. So that means as long as we don't have these four qualities, our chanting is mostly namaprad. Because at the stage of Trunadapi Sunichena in the Shikshashtaka, as this verse is being quoted, that is the stage of Nishta. At Nishta stage, we are at the Madhyamadhikari level, and our chanting is, cross the offensive stage and come to the offenseless stage, or the lessening of offenses stage, or what Prabhupada calls it as reflective chanting. The process of transcendental chanting can be easily performed by anyone, even if one is physically unfit, classified lower than others, devoid of material qualifications, or not at all elevated in terms of pious activities. The chanting of the holy name is beneficial. So one who is physically unfit, who is, lower than others, who is a Chandala, he has no material qualifications. In fact, and he has no pious credits also. In fact, he is more qualified to chant the holy name because he can take the holy name helplessly. Then Prabhupada quotes this: an aristocratic birth, an advanced education, beautiful bodily features, wealth, and similar results of pious activities are all unnecessary for advancement in spiritual life, for one can very easily advance simply by chanting the holy name. In fact, these four things, as Kunti Maharani mentions in her prayers, Janma Ishwara Shuta Shribir, Edamadam Madapuman, Nevatum Abidatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gochara. These are actually obstacles for us to take name, because we cannot take the name helplessly because of intoxicated by wealth, education, beauty, knowledge. So these are unnecessary. These are actually anarthas in one sense. So Prabhupada says that's why they are unnecessary. It is understood from the authoritative sources of Vedic literature that especially in this age, Kali Yuga, people are generally short-living, extremely bad in their habits, and inclined to accept methods of devotional service that are not bona fide. So, which verse is Prabhupada quoting here? Anyone knows? Raise your hands. Which verse is Prabhupada quoting here? Yes, Priya Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Prayena Ayusha Alpasabhya Kalavasmin Yuge Jana.
Prayen alpayusha sabhya kalavasmin yuge jana mandasu mandamatayo mandabhagyahi upadrita. We have short-lived prayena alpayusha. And even if, because of the short lifespan, if we take interest in spiritual life, prayan alpayasha sabya kalavasman yuga jana manda. We are very, lazy in understanding spiritual topics. And then, even if we are intelligent to understand spiritual topics, manda bhagya, we don't get a bona fide teacher. Even if we get a bona fide teacher, upadrita, there are so many bad habits, so many health problems that we cannot sit and hear, a genuine sadhu, a bona fide sadhu. So this is our situation. So Prabhupada is explaining that. Moreover, they are always disturbed by material conditions and they are mostly unfortunate. Manda bhagya, upadrita, Prabhupada is mentioning. Under the circumstances, the performance of other processes such as yajna, dana, tapa, kriya, sacrifices, charity, and so on are not at all possible. So these are not at all possible in Kali Yuga. And then Prabhupada quotes this. Harer Nama, Harer Nameva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva Nasteva, Nasteva Gatiranyatha. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is chanting the holy name of the Lord. There is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. Simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one advances perfectly in spiritual life. This is the best process for success in life. So Prabhupada, in his purport, you can see, first he has explained the situation in Kali Yuga. And then he mentions how this other process will not work. And this is the only process which will work, and we can attain perfection by chanting the holy name. In other ages, the chanting of the holy name is equally powerful, but especially in this age, Kali Yuga, it is most powerful. It is most powerful. In the other yugas also, there was the mantra, and the mantra was the taraka. It is to deliver us. But in this yuga, nobody can do austerities, nobody can do, sacrifices, nobody can do any deity worship, all, archanam, but chanting is very effective in Kali Yuga. Prabhupada. Kirtanad eva Krishnasya mukta sangha param vajayit. So Prabhupada is quoting this. Simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna, one is liberated and returns home back to Godhead. Therefore, even if one is able to perform other processes of devotional service, one must adopt the chanting of the holy name as the principal method of advancing in spiritual life. So the principal method of advancing in spiritual life is chanting. In fact, Sachinanda Maharaj says that 90% of our advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on the chanting of the holy names. Yagni Sankirtana Praher Yajante Sumedsa. Those who are very sharp in their intelligence should adopt the process of chanting the holy names of the Lord. So Prabhupada is, for the statement, he gives a scriptural quotation. One should not, however, manufacture different types of chanting. So again, now here he wants, not that Hare Krishna, Radhe Shyam, Bhajo Radha Krishna, don't come with some concocted mantras. One should adhere seriously to the chanting of the holy name as recommended in the scriptures. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Not any concocted mantra. Now Prabhupada comes to the most important topic. While chanting the holy name of the Lord, one should be careful to avoid the 10 offenses. From Sanat Kumar, it is understood that even if a person is a severe offender in many ways, he is freed from offensive life if he takes shelter of the Lord's holy name. Offender here means he is a very sinful person. He is a very sinful person. He can become free from that sinful life by taking shelter of Nam. Indeed, if a human is no better than a two-legged animal, he will be liberated if he takes shelter of the holy name. He has to take Namashraya. One should therefore be very careful not to commit offenses at the lotus feet of the Lord's holy name. So, one who is very sinful can take shelter of the holy name. But having taken shelter of the holy name, one should not commit offenses to the holy name. The offenses are described as follows. So now Prabhupada describes the 10 offenses. Now, I have not put these 10 offenses. Everyone knows every day we chant the 10 offenses. After stating these 10 offenses serially, Prabhupada says there is no way to atone for any of these offenses, and especially the inattention while chanting. There is no way to atone. Of the name can deliver, but while taking commit offense, there is no way you can atone for this offense. It therefore at the feet of the holy name, continue to chant the holy name 24 hours a day. So that means if you're committing aparad towards Nam, the only way that Nam aparadi, he's a Nam aparadi now, that Nam aparadi has to continue to chant the holy name 24 hours a day. That means in order to come out of Nam aparad, the remedy is to try to chant continuously. Constant chanting of the holy name will make one free from offenses, and then he will gradually be elevated to the transcendental platform on which he can chant the pure holy name and thus become a lover of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in this statement, you can see Prabhupada is mentioning the 3 stages: Namaprad, Namabhas, Shuddha. Now, if one is committing any of the 10 offenses, then his chanting is Namaprad. And to come out of Namaprad, he has to constantly chant. After he has done this for a long period, constant chanting, and he becomes free from the offenses, Prabhupada is making a very important point, and please note that. He says, then he will gradually be elevated. That means over a period of long time after chanting continuously free from Namaprad, then gradually you'll start getting elevated. You start taking Namabas, and in Namabas also you gradually start growing, and then you will come to the transcendental platform. Then you'll come to the transcendental platform on which he can chant pure holy, thus become a lover of God. Then, after being situated on the transcendental platform, he will be able to take the Shuddha Nam. So this is the 3 stages Prabhupada is explaining here. And what is the remedy for one to become free from Namaprad? What does Prabhupada say? Who will answer this? What does Prabhupada say? What is the remedy? Yes, Swati Kulkarni, Mataji.
Prabhupada is mentioning that to get free from the Namaprad, we should chant the holy name continuously. Like 24/7,
Yes.
we should chant.
Yes. So please mark that. This is our goal, but slowly we should at least put in attentive rounds, 16 attentive rounds. It is recommended that even if one commits offenses, one should continue chanting the holy name. Even if you're committing offenses, we are all committing offenses. I don't know about you all, but at least I can say about myself. One should still continue to chant, but one should repent that I did not put my heart and attention in chanting. And this repentance will purify one and take you to the Namabas platform. So this is now very important what Prabhupada is going to speak and hear. In other words, the chanting of the holy name makes one offenseless. In the book Nama Kaumudi, it is recommended that if one is an offender at the lotus feet of a Vaishnava, he should submit to that Vaishnava and be excused. Similarly, if one is an offender in chanting the holy name, he should submit to the holy name and thus be freed from his offenses. So in the book Nama Kaumudi, it is mentioned if you are Vaishnava Aparadhi, you should submit to that Vaishnava and become free from that Vaishnava Aparadhi. But if you are a Nama Aparadhi, you have to submit to Sri Nam. And that is why we are studying the Sri Namastaka. Because Sri Nam is Sri Nam Prabhu. He is a personality. And you have to pray to Sri Nam that I've committed offenses. Please forgive me for these offenses. So you have to submit. Now, Prabhupada speaks about the Vaishnava Aparadha. In this connection, there is the following statement spoken by Daksha to Lord Shiva. I did not know the glories of your personality, and therefore I have committed an offense at your lotus feet in the open assembly. You are so kind, however, that you did not accept my offense. Instead, when I was falling down because of accusing you, you saved me by your merciful glance. You are most great. Kindly excuse me and be satisfied with your exalted qualities. So Daksha is telling this to Shiva after committing offense. Although he committed severe offense in the open assembly, Shiva did not accept the offense. But Shiva tried to save him by his merciful glance. And that's why he's understanding the glory of the Lord Shiva. Similarly, the Nam Prabhu is very glorious, but we commit offense. So by understanding the glories of Nam Prabhu, we can become free from offenses. So that's why the glories of Nam Prabhu are there in the Sri Namashtaka, which we are going to study. Then Prabhupada says this, one should be very humble and meek to offer one's desires and chant prayers composed in glorification of the holy name, such as I Mukta Kuler Upasyamanam, Namashtaka 1, and Nivritta Tarshir Upagiyamanat. This is 10:1-4. So both these verses are glories of the holy name. So not only the Namashtaka prayers, which are 8 in number, we can chant many prayers in the Bhagavatam which speak about the holy names. Right in the first chant of first chapter, it is there. In her prayers, it is there. So you can entire jump collection of all the glories of the holy name which are spoken in the Bhagavatam and regularly recite. So just like if you commit an offense to a Vaishnava, you have to submit to the Vaishnava and satisfy that Vaishnava and understand the glories of that Vaishnava and become free from that offense. Similarly, because you commit offense to Nam, you have to humbly and meekly offer prayers to Nam Prabhu and glorify Nam Prabhu and become free from Namaprad. So there are two things to become free from Namaprad. What are the two things? Anyone? Let us see who was able to grasp the discussion up till now. What are the two things to become free from Namaprad? What about others? Durga Prasad Prabhuji.
I will mention one, Prabhuji. That is, we should chant the prayers composed in the glorification of the holy name.
Okay.
Prabhupada cites couple of examples here. One is from Namashtaka 1.
Yes, and one is from the Bhagavatam. Yes, one has to do that. What is the second thing we need to do? Vinita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, submission to the
Little
Shri
loudly, please.
We have to submit to the Sri Namashtaka. Submission.
That is already like offering prayers to Namastaka and submitting to him. But what is the second thing we need to do in order to become free from Namaprad?
24-hour chanting.
Can you speak a little loudly, please?
24 hours chanting.
No, we are not able to hear you.
Sorry, Prabhuji, maybe my voice is...
I think you'll have to type. Yes, Priya Mataji.
One is continuously chant the holy name of the Lord 24/7. And second is, example is given like if you offend a Vaishnava, you have to again go back to the Vaishnava summit and ask for forgiveness, serve him, and continuously chant. So similarly, the second point here is, if we have the second point is we have to humbly submit to the Sri Hari Nam Prabhu. He is a person himself. And
Yes.
since we have committed an offense, understand his glories and ask for forgiveness so that we are somehow, someday eligible to chant the Guru.
Yes, excellent. So two things to become free from Namaparad: continuous chanting. Second is humbly submit to Sri Nam Prabhu, glorify Sri Nam Prabhu, and by that we become free from Namaparad. So these are the two important things which I was inspired, especially glorifying Nam Prabhu, you know, because the more we understand the glories of Nam Prabhu, the more we'll be inspired to chant continuously. One should chant such prayers to become free from offenses at the lotus feet of the holy name. Now, okay, so any questions up till now? What we have discussed on this purport of Srila Prabhupada, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, only on this purport. If you have any questions, I'll take up. Any questions, any clarifications? Okay, there is one question. Yes, Priya Mataji.
I would like to know, like from Srimad Bhagavatam, Nashta Prayesha Abhidreshu, is it something similar? What does it mean actually?
What is the question? Nasta Prayasha Abhidreshu, why are quoting? What do you want to know about?
No, like this is again a prayer, Nashta Prayesha Abhidreshu. Since you quoted one verse from Bhagavatam regarding the
Yes,
prayer.
okay, you are asking about whether this is also pray to in the glory of Nam Prabhu?
Yes.
Not
How is it
really
related?
exactly.
How is it related?
No, not exactly. This is not exactly the prayer. The prayers are specifically glorifying the holy name. Like I'll show you one prayer, which is there in the first canto, first chapter, 14th verse. Apanna samsritim ghoram yannama vivasho granan tata sadhya vimuchate yad bibeti swayam bhamayam. So this is speaking about the glory of the holy name, and Prabhupada's whole purport is about, the glory of holy name. And then there is Kunti Maharani's prayer. In Kunti Maharani's prayer, there is one prayer that Yad Bhibeti. I don't recollect. There is one prayer I'm not recollect now. And then in the Ajamil section, glories of the holy name are there. Niyamano Hare Rama Putra Pracharitano Ajamil Agat Papam Kip Shraddaya Untgrinan. So that is very famous prayer. So like that, these are specifically glorifying the holy name. So these prayers is what I was mentioning, that you can collect all these prayers from the Bhagavatam, which specifically glorify the glories of the holy name, and then recite them. That was the point I was making. I hope it is clear, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, Swati Mataji, you have a question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you please tell the verse that you quoted, in which chapter that it comes?
Apanna Samskritim Gorim, this is 1:1:14, Srimad Bhagavatam, 1:1:14.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sham Sundar Prabhuji, yes. I've unmuted it.
Yes. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam. I want to understand that we, for Nam Aparat, we can continue 24 hours
You
our
have to
chanting.
speak a little loudly and clearly.
1 minute. Yes.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, are you listening? Dandot Pranam.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, I want to know that for Namaprat, if we continue our chanting for 24 hours, so when we continue our chanting for 24 hours, so on that time, maybe we have listening some katha, or so we can also, when some katha we are listening, that time also we can chant.
I
Because
got your point. I got your point. I got your point. See, basically, when Prabhupada says chanting for 24 hours, if you're doing hearing Krishna Katha, that is also glorifying the holy name. If you are, singing while taking bath, bhajan, that is also glorifying Nam. So that is 24 hours chanting. It doesn't mean that 24 hours you're sitting with your bead bags and chant. Okay. Even when you're sleeping, you're murmuring the holy name before going to bed, or while you're in you have a shop, I know that, and you have kept the kirtan going on there. So that's also, you're hearing. So like that, one should try to absorb the transcendental sound. And when you exactly sit for your japa, you try to chant attentively and with full focus so that you don't commit offense. So like that, we have to mold our life. You got the point?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's see two more quotations of Prabhupada on this topic, and then we'll wind up. Now, number 175. Tattvamasi jiva hetu pradeshika namani kahe mahavakya. This is, I think, Mahaprabhu and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's, discussion, philosophical discussion happening. The subsidiary vibration Tattvamasi, you are the same, is meant for understanding that the living entity, meant for the understanding of the living entity, but the principal vibration is Omkar. Mahavakya is Omkar, but they are concocted and bought out these 5 mantras from the Upanishad, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, as the Mahavakyas, and rest all are subsidiaries. No, but actually, according to the teachings of Vedas, Pranava Omkar is the Mahavakya. Not caring for Omkar, Shankaracharya has stressed the vibration of Tattvamasi. So in the purport, Prabhupada says, Tattvamasi accepted as the primary vibration by who does not accept Pranava, the transcendental sound incarnation of the holy name of the Lord, as the chief principle in the Vedic literature, because Omkar is the chief vibration and Gita also says that. Word jewelry, Shankaracharya tried to create representation of the personality of Godhead in his relationship with the living entities and the cosmic manifestation. So we'll not go into the Shankaracharya's philosophy, which Prabhupada is dealing here. Tattvamasi is a walking to the living entity, not to mistake the body for the self. So that is what Tattvamasi means. You are spiritual living being. Brahmasmi. Actually, the same thing is mentioning your spirit soul. So that is a warning, Tattvamasi, not the, this is the purpose of this mantra. Therefore, Tattvamasi is especially meant for a patient soul. The chanting of the Omkar or the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is meant for the liberated soul. So Hare Krishna Maha Mantra can be actually chanted only in the liberated condition. So as long as I've not attained liberation, then our chanting is Namaparad. Because Namabhas means you are liberated. Mukti Anayas. If you chant Namabhas, you are liberated. Prabhupada. Shri Rupa Goswami has said, Ai Mukta Kule Simana. Thus, the holy name of the Lord is chanted by the liberated souls. The holy name of the Lord, Nam means to the Nam. If somebody is chanting Nam, that means he's liberated. So only the liberated souls take pleasure in chanting the holy name. Sadhana, because we've been instruction by us to chant, to purify our chitta, we are chanting. But once the chitta is purified, then the chitta takes pleasure only in chanting the Lord's glories. Machitta matagata prana. Similarly, Maharaj is the holy name of the Lord can be chanted by those who have fully satisfied their material desires or who are fully situated on the transcendental platform and devoid of material desire. That means the holy name of the Lord can be chanted only one whose heart is pure, no material desires. The name of the Lord can be chanted by one who is completely free from material condition. So now we can understand from the statement of Prabhupada that if we have material desires while practicing, that means our chanting is Namaprad. But the way to become material desire and have only one desire, the desire to please the Lord, that's why we live. Keep on chanting. When we hear the mantra, Chaitya Marjanam will happen. And then when Chaitya Darpan happens and all the material desires are eradicated from the chitta, then when you chant, that chanting is the chanting of Nam. Otherwise, it's not Nam, it's Namapad. I hope it is clear. Shankaracharya has minimized the value of the principal Vedic mantra Omkar by accepting subordinate vibration Tattvamasi as the most important Vedic mantra. This is what Prabhupada again he is quoting the glory of chanting Nam, and especially the glory of the name Prabhupada is quoting Namastaka, and again Nivrit Tarshia. Next quotation. Charitamrit Antya 470. भजनेर मध्य श्रेष्ठ नवविधा भक्ति Krishna prema Krishna dete dhare mahashakti. Bhajanera madhya, among all the ways of devotional executing devotional service, the 9, okay, twice it has come. The 9 prescribed Navida Bhakti are the best. Shrestha. For these processes great potency, Mahashakti Dhare, to deliver Krishna and ecstatic love. Deite Krishna, Krishna Prem. They can deliver Krishna and Krishna Prem. Prabhupada. The 9 kinds of devotional service are mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. He quotes same, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. These 9, he tells the 9 items. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. These 9 processes of devotional service can grant one Krishna and ecstatic love for him. Dite Krishna, Krishna Prem. In the beginning, one has to discharge devotional service according to the regulative principles, but gradually, as devotional service becomes one's life and soul, one achieves the most exalted position of ecstatic love about it. In the beginning, we have to perform what is called as Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. And gradually, to Raga Bhakti, then, chanting becomes our life and soul. And then we will prema. That point from here. Ultimately, Krishna is the goal of sadhya. Not have a Brahman family to attain the light of Krishna, nor is a person born in a low family unfit for achieving Krishna's lotus. So there is no qualification adhika required. Paul quotes this in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Devotee says, "Aho bat swapacho to garyan yajyagre vartnam vyam tepas tapastu jivvahu Brahmanuchur Nama Pranantiyete." Oh my Lord, even a person born in a low family of dog eaters is glorious. Ahota Sopacho Garyan. If he chants the holy name of the Lord, Yajjiva Vatate Namapyam, such a person has performed all types of sacrifices, has already bathed in the sacred rivers. Tepas Tapas Tu Shastra Arya, and has also studied all the Vedic literature. Brahma Chorya Namanananti, one who's taking your name. Thus, he can become an exalted personality. Similarly, Kunti Devi says to Lord Krishna, this we already read this. Another last quotation from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Nirad Nama Pai Premadan. Among the 9 different shapes, the most important is chanting the holy names. Nama Sankirtan means actually japa. Niraparade offenses, one who takes a name, he'll get love of Godhead. Let's see Prabhupada. Shri Jiva Prabhu the following directions in his Bhakti Sangha. इयं च कीर्तनाख्या भक्तिर्भगवतो द्रव्य जाति गुण क्रियाभिर दीन जैनिक जनैक विषय अपार करुणा नीति श्रुति पुराणादि विष्णुते. Chanting the holy name of the holy name she means for attaining love of Godhead. This chanting, Iyam Kirtanakya, does not depend on any paraphernalia or one having taken birth in a good family. By humility and meekness, even one attracts the attention of the Lord. This is the wording of all the Vedas. Mayete Shruti Puranadi Vishnute. That's it. अत एव कलो स्वभावत एवेति दिनेषु लोकेषु आविर्भूय तान् अनायासेनैव तद् युग गत महासाधनानां सर्वम् एव फलं ददाना सा कृतार्थयति. Therefore, if one becomes very humble and meek, he easily attain the lotus feet of Krishna in this age of Kali. That is the fulfillment of all great sacrifices. Because when one achieves ecstatic love of bread, he attains complete perfection of love. Yata eva taiva hello bhagavato visheshta cha santosha bhavati. Whatever one does devotional service must be accompanied by the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. The chanting of the holy name of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare has been used by Prabhupada quotes Namastaka, first verse. Nikala Shruti Mauli Ratnamala, Dviti Rajita Panka, Aimurasyamanam, Paritas Swam Harinam Nayami. O Harinam, the tips of the toes of your lotus feet are constantly brushed with the glowing radiance emanating from strings of gems known as the Upanishads, the crown jewel of all Vedas. You are indeed adored, liberated souls such as Narad and Sukdev. O Harinam, I take complete shelter of you. We will go into the way of this in the first verse. Similarly, Sanatan Goswami has praised the chanting of the holy name as follows in his Brihad Bhagavatam. The glories of holy name. Jayati Jati Namananda Rupam Haret Viramita Nija Dharma Dhyan Puja Diyatnam Tamapi Sada Mukti Muktam Pranina Yat Amritam Ekam Jivanam Bhushanam Me. All glories to the all blissful holy name of Sri Krishna. Jayati Jayati Namananda Rupa Murare, who causes the devotee to give up all conventional religious duties. Dhyana, worship, when somehow or the other uttered even once by a living entity, Katamapi Sakrit Attam, the holy name awards him liberation. Prani Nam Yat, the holy name of Krishna, highest nectar, Paramam Amritam, it is my very life and my pleasure. Jivanam Bhushanam Me. Once you have to chant name, and your name is pure, because we chant Namapra, don't get liberated. Many offenses. That's the point. Prabhupada puts again another glory of the holy name for the Bhagavatam. So now we have seen 1:1:14. We have seen now 2:1:11 also. We have seen this verse from Bhagavatam. But Sapacho. These are all the glories of the holy name. Vidyamananam Hare Namanam Invoking constant chanting of the holy name of the Lord after the ways of great authorities is the doubtless and fearless way of success for all, including those who are free from diligence, those who are job, those who are self-satisfied by transcendental knowledge. Another glory from the Bhagavatam. Evavan ev lokesmin pumsam dharma bhavati annama grahanadibi. Devotions is beginning with the chant of holy name of the Lord is the ultimate religion for the living entity in human society. Tannama grahanadibi. Similarly, Sikshashtakam, Trunadapi. Regarding the 10 offenses in the chanting of the holy name, one may refer to Adi Lila, chapter 8, verse 24. So Prabhupada doesn't quote the 10 offenses here because he's already told it. This is all about Srila Prabhupada speaking about the Nama Ashtaka. Okay. Up till now, we discussed some of the quotations for Prabhupada has spoken about the glories of the holy name from the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Do you have any questions on this? Any questions, any clarifications? Okay. So we will stop now and tomorrow we will continue our discussion. Tomorrow we will take another subtopic, which is the experience of Narad Muni when he chants the holy name, which is spoken by Sut Goswami after the Narad Vyas Samvad. Narad Muni, after instructing Vyas, he just as a eternal spaceman playing his veena, chants the glories of the holy name. What is his experience? So that we will see tomorrow. So I'll summarize what we discussed. We discussed why we are discussing Sri Namashtaka so that we can understand more the Nama Tattva, the glories of the holy name, and then become free from Namatrad by chanting the holy names. And by glorifying Nam Prabhu, when we commit aparad to Nam Prabhu, we have to glorify Nam Prabhu so that we can become free from Nam Aparad. Then we began the discussion of Sri Namashtaka by Prabhupada's quotations, what he has spoken about Sri Namashtaka in his various works. We first saw the Srimad Bhagavatam quotation, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu commentary. We discussed that in detail. Then we discussed Navvida Bhakti in the Chaitanya Charitamrita purports, and then the Taramadesha Vashisht. So all these purports also you can see Prabhupada has quoted various verses of the Bhagavatam in reference to the glories of the holy name. And very important to remember, you have to take only one name by which you can get liberated. That is the potency of the holy name. But when you say Nam, we mean Shuddhanam. And to take that one Shuddhanam, for many years we have to chant and become free from Namaprad. And then we'll come to Namabhas. And then a day will come when we'll be able to chant Shuddhanam, by which we'll attain Krishna Prem and go back to Godhead. So that's the point. Okay, so thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Okay, there's one question. Yes, Priya Mataji. I have unmuted you.
I just want to ask, you said when we commit an offense, you repent. So regret and repent, is it the same? Not the word,
Yes, it's
the
very
understanding
similar.
of the.
It's the feeling of, oh, I regret, why did I? It is a feeling. The two words are used to express that feeling, but it is or morose. I feel morose. Why did I do that? So like that, these are different words used, and the words have particular mood and feeling. But generally, it is, oh, I have committed offense to Nam Prabhu, so I feel bad about it. So let me glorify Nam Prabhu. That's the point. I hope it's clear. Any other questions anyone has? Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Namashtaka ki Jai. Srila Rupa Goswami Pad ki Jai. Hare Krishna.